All right, guys, HellaBass here. I splurged and got another rod. Well, actually replaced a rod. I didn't really get a new rod. I had a rod I had to replace. So, a little bit of an unboxing. Brand new Dobyns rod here. So here's the story. I had a prototype Zeta rod that was only available for a very short time, never hit the market, that finally broke after like 8 to 10 years. And I needed a rod to replace it. So, here we are. Just the tip, but brand new to me, a rod I've never owned before. And we're going to review this and break it down in great detail. Initial thoughts, and then we will jump out, take it on the water, and that will be a round 2 video once I've fished it. But what I've picked up is the Champion XP DC 744C Jig Special Rod. Pretty excited about this. Let's break this down in great detail. Let's learn about this rod together and see if there's something you want in your arsenal right now. Here we are, breaking down the Champion XP DC 744 full handle. So this is actually my first Champion XP. I've had a ton of Champions, but they've all been old, 7, 8, 10 years old pre-XPs, which have been great rods, serviced me well. This is finally had a time, so I replaced that rod that I can no longer get. It was a 755. I went with the 744 because this is the Jig Special Rod, and I felt like in the Champion lineup, this was probably the closest rod to that 755 Zeta that there is. So here we go. Weighs 4.9 ounces. Comes with full Portuguese AA crate cork. This cork looks really good. Pretty impressed with how this looks. I'm going to be taking this plastic off super soon and getting a reel on it here in a second. And Fuji reel seats. Very standard for Dobyns, very popular quality. Got the kind of exposed, so you can get your finger up there on the foregrip. Exposed reel seat, so you can feel the feel through blank. I like that. Fuji Alkanite tangle-free guides, so really nice guides on this system, on this rod. Pretty excited. The fit and finish looks really good. It's a really kind of classic rod, kind of a dark finish, black. The first set of guides got a very faint silver, and then you got the blue accents in here. So this rod is 7'4", 7 foot 4 inches. It's rated 10 to 20 pound line, quarter to 1 ounce, extra fast action. It's labeled as a jig rod special, also Carolina rigs and Senkos. I am mainly looking to throw jigs and like beavers and creatures and flip with this rod. Very stout rod, actually quite a bit heavier than the 734. Fairly heavy compared to the 734 and some of the other 4-power Dobyns rods. You can see on the bend test that this is a lot of that tip, and it's into the blank here. I can show you again here, this rod, right? Pretty fast action. You're getting into the power really fast on this rod. This is a bit of a meat stick. This is a pretty heavy 4-power rod. Show you there, that's the bend of this rod. So yeah, I'm looking forward to replacing this. When I broke that rod, I was flipping a 3/4 ounce grass jig. I think that will be a rod or a jig that will be on here quite a bit. I'll throw 1/2 ounce, 3/4 ounce jigs, and probably 1/2 to 3/4 ounce beavers and things like that on this rod. Smooth blank, a sanded blank on this one, and then a little bit of a matte finish on the logos of the blue accent. So for a reel, I'm pairing it up with this Shimano SLX XT 7.2. I got a pretty good deal on this. Plus, the SLX coloring and graphics will look really sweet, I think, on the Champion, right? We've got the blue spool and the blue accents, and the reel knob are going to look really good on this Champion XP, so I'm pretty excited about that. So balance-wise, right in front, right where my finger is going to sit, on a reel, so I'm going to hold it just like that. So that's a really comfortable balance point. Fish is even lighter than it actually weighs, and that's the reel. I am looking forward to fishing this. I could maybe use this for Carolina rigs, but it's mainly going to be a jig and a beaver rod. Whereas a 734C, I do more like swim jigging and chatterbaits and things like that. So I think this is really going to be comparable to my Champion HP 745. I think that's going to be the most comparable rod. So when I come back and do the full rod review, expect to see this probably pitted up against the HP 745, and that will compare those two and see how they weigh up. This rod retails at $259. I'll put a link in the description below if you're interested in finding out about this rod. But stay tuned, subscribe for more rod videos like this if you want to learn more about rods. And check out one of these videos coming up right here for more rod and reel videos.